Lost in a subway? Missed your stop on the bus? Let's make sure your English travels as smoothly as you do. Hey everyone, welcome back to another episode of the Chill English Podcast, where we help you speak real English in real life. I'm Ella.
And I'm James, your friendly English sidekick with a terrible sense of direction on subways. Today we're talking about a situation everyone deals with, but nobody talks about. How to talk when you're using public transportation. Buses, trains, subways. You know, the where do I get off panic moments.
Oh, yeah. Like that time I ended up in a different city because I thought express meant faster, not doesn't stop where you want.
Before we jump in, quick thing. If this podcast helps you speak better English or just makes you laugh a little, don't forget to subscribe, tap the notification bell, and give us a thumbs up. It really helps us keep making this for you.
And if you're listening on the go, on a bus maybe, well, this one's for you. Let's start with the basics. You get on a bus, you want to ask if it goes to a certain place. You can say, does this bus go to place? Like, does this bus go to Main Street? Or is this the right train for downtown?
And don't be afraid to ask the driver or a fellow passenger. Most people are super nice if you sound polite. Try this. Excuse me, is this the right line for Central Station? Short, simple, friendly.
You can also ask, where do I get off for place? Or how many stops until place? That one saved me so many times when I didn't know what station I was at.
Here's another tip. When in doubt, listen to the announcements. If you don't understand them, you can politely ask someone, sorry, what stop was that? Or did they say we passed Park Avenue?
Now, if the bus or train is full and you're looking for a seat, you can ask, is this seat taken? Or mind if I sit here?
And if someone asks you that and you want to let them sit, just say, sure, go ahead. Or no problem.
But if you're like James and want to fake sleep to avoid small talk.
Guilty. But seriously, even if you're shy, a few simple phrases can help you feel more confident and avoid ending up on the wrong train to who knows where.
We've got way more coming up, asking for help, dealing with delays, and even what to say when you miss your stop, which definitely happens to the best of us.
Let's solve a quick quiz together. What would you say in this situation? You're not sure if the bus goes to the city center. What's the best way to ask?
Answer C. It's a clear, natural question that native speakers use every day.
All right, let's say you're at a ticket counter or a metro machine and you have no idea what to do. Panic mode, right?
Yup, especially when there's a long line behind you and the machine looks like it was designed by NASA.
If you're at the counter, here are a few phrases you can use to sound calm and confident, even if your brain is screaming inside. Hi, I need a ticket to place. What's the best way to get to place? How much is a single ride? Do you have a day pass?
And if you're using a machine but it's all in English and you're stuck, just find someone nearby and say, excuse me, can you help me with the ticket machine? That line works like magic. Seriously.
Or if you're completely lost, ask, which line goes to place? Or, where do I transfer for the blue line?
Now here's a super important one. Is this the express or the local train? Because trust me, getting on the wrong one means either arriving in 5 minutes or 5 hours.
Been there. Sat through 20 stops I didn't need. At some point I was like, am I even in the same city anymore?
Now, if you're confused about signs or maps, don't just stare and hope they'll explain themselves. Try asking someone, can you help me read this map? Or if you're really unsure, is this the right platform for the train to place?
People usually appreciate the effort. It shows you're trying. And most will slow down their English or even point it out on the map.
Also, if you're not sure how long the trip takes, ask, how long does it take to get to place? Or about how many stops is it?
Another pro tip, always carry a note or screenshot of the place you're going. That way, even if pronunciation is tricky, you can show it and say, I'm going here. Is this the right train?
Smart move. I once tried to pronounce Grosvenor Square in London. It did not go well. The driver looked at me like I sneezed in Shakespearean.
Happens to the best of us. And one last phrase I love. Is it okay if I follow you? I'm going to the same stop. Only use that if the person seems friendly, of course.
Yeah, don't be creepy. This is public transport, not speed dating.
Now, what to say when you're on the ride? Those awkward moments when you're standing too close to someone, miss your stop, or hear an announcement you didn't understand. So you finally made it on the train, bus, or subway. First victory unlocked. But now what?
Right? You're standing awkwardly, holding onto that one metal pole that everyone else is holding, trying not to fall or make eye contact.
Classic. Now, let's talk about phrases that help during the ride. First up, if you're not sure whether you're on the right train or bus, you can ask, does this go to place? Or is this the right bus for destination?
Sometimes announcements are hard to understand, especially when the speakers sound like they're underwater. You can say to someone nearby, "What did that announcement say?" Or, "Did they say the next stop?"
If you miss your stop, it happens. Don't panic. Just say, I missed my stop. What should I do now? Most people will help you find your way back.
And if someone's sitting where you're supposed to sit, maybe you reserved a seat or they've just spread out like they own the train, try this polite line. "Excuse me, I think this is my seat."
Or if you need to get out, excuse me, I need to get off at the next stop.
Here's one for packed rides. "Sorry, can I squeeze through?" Or, "Would you mind moving over a bit?" Use with a smile and maybe a few apologetic nods.
Now, if you accidentally bump into someone, and trust me, you will, just say, sorry about that, or I didn't mean to bump into you.
If someone bumps into you and doesn't say anything, well, welcome to the city.
You can also hear some bonus lines in action. For example, if you're trying to be polite in a crowded space, would you like to sit? Or if you want to ask, would it be okay if I sit here?
Ooh, and the golden one for confusion. "I'm not from here. Could you help me?" That line melts hearts. Unless you say it while holding a giant sandwich and dripping sauce on someone.
True. Timing matters. Now, sometimes people actually start small talk, like when the ride's long or they're curious about your accent.
If someone says something like, "Where are you from?" just smile and answer briefly. "I'm from country, visiting for a few days." And if you don't feel like chatting, say, "Sorry, I'm just really tired." That's polite and totally okay.
You're not obligated to talk to anyone, but if you're in the mood, this is also a great chance to practice English.
Yep, just keep it light. Like, "Is it always this busy? Does this train usually run on time? I'm visiting for the first time. Any tips?"
Simple stuff, friendly tone, open smile, boom. You're now officially blending in.
All right, next we'll cover what to say when things go wrong. Delays, cancellations, or those moments when you realize you're on the wrong train heading in the opposite direction.
All right, let's face it. Public transport is not always smooth and beautiful. Sometimes it's a complete disaster.
Yes, delays, missed stops, broken escalators, people yelling on the subway, it's all part of the ride.
Let's talk about what to say when things go wrong. First, delays. You might hear announcements like,
This train is delayed due to technical issues. Or, there's a service interruption on line 2.
If you're confused, you can ask someone nearby, is the train still coming? Or, do you know how long the delay is?
If it's a bus stop with no bus in sight, try, has the bus already passed? Or, is this the right stop for bus 5?
Let's say you accidentally took the wrong train or bus. Been there. You can say, I think I'm on the wrong train. What should I do? Or, how can I get back to place?
It's totally okay to ask for help. In fact, most locals are used to it. Just be clear and polite, like, sorry, I'm a bit lost. Could you help me?
If your ticket doesn't scan or your card doesn't work at the gate, say, my card isn't working. Or to a staff member, excuse me, can you help me with this gate?
And sometimes you'll just hear a loud, cold announcement, like, this service has been canceled. That's when your soul leaves your body for a second.
And then you say, is there another way to get to place? Or, is there a bus I can take instead?
Let's say you drop something on the train. Your sunglasses, your water bottle, your hopes and dreams. You can say, I dropped something. Can I go back and get it?
And if you're running late and need to let someone know, I'm stuck in traffic. Or the train was delayed. Sorry, I'm late.
Now, what if someone is being loud or making others uncomfortable? You don't have to engage. You can quietly move seats or say, can I sit somewhere else? Or just ignore and stay calm.
Exactly. Stay safe, stay calm. You're not there to solve every problem on the bus. Unless you're secretly Batman.
If you need help from a staff member, look for someone in uniform and say, excuse me, I have a question. Or, can you help me with directions?
All these moments are part of real-world English. Don't be scared to speak. You're learning. You're doing great. And even native speakers get confused sometimes.
Yes, the key is stay polite, stay curious, and ask for help when you need it.
Okay, we're going to cover some funny real-life moments from public transport and give you a mini challenge to try next time you're on a ride. Wow, we've been through so much today. But before we wrap up, let's share some funny and real moments from public transport that almost everyone has experienced.
Like that awkward moment when you realize the bus you're on is so full, you're basically standing nose to nose with someone's armpit.
Or when the subway announcements are so fast, you can only catch one word and wonder if it was stop or shop.
Or when you try to push the door open on the subway and it's automatic and it doesn't move. Everyone stares. Instant embarrassment.
Yep, we've all been there. The important thing is don't stress. Use your English, even if it's just a few words.
And remember, the people around you usually want to help. A simple smile and polite question can turn a confusing moment into a friendly chat.
If you liked this episode and it helped you feel more confident, please subscribe, give us a like, and share with your friends or anyone who's struggling with public transport English.
Your support means the world to us and helps keep the podcast going.
Thanks so much for listening. Keep practicing your English and don't forget, stay chill.